What up? What up? What up? How's everybody doing tonight or afternoon? Uh, what up, Scott, Malone, Carol, Frank, Michael, Brandon? How's everybody doing? You're gonna have to work with me here though, because I have vertigo and not can't move too quickly. I get kind of dizzy. Storms at least kind of went away. We got like a little tornado warning. That's crazy. I didn't know you rode bulls, Brandon. I thought you guys only sold them. That's pretty cool. What up, Paul? Nah, Brandon. Usually it takes like 2 or 3 days sometimes. At least it wasn't for some reason like the ones I used to have like a long time ago, like maybe like a year and a half, 2 years ago. That shit was bad. It would I would have it for like 4 days and I couldn't do anything. But now it's been where I kind of get like the worst of it, like the first day I get it, and then the next day it kind of like starts fading. I just can't look down really. That's what gets me the most, and it kind of sucks. What up, John? Hey, Daniel. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing like I said, let me first go over the giveaway that I'll be doing. I have this little rat here that I'm gonna be giving away. Let's see, might get a little bit better. Giving away this guy here. Let's see. No, focus. A little bit more. There we go. So he's got a little customized from Rat King. It's a pretty nice wake bait. Like I said, the one thing though I will say, if anyone who does win it with the tail, usually it comes with like it came with like a kind of a seat, like a can't even think of the word right now. Center pin for the tail to where you can clip it onto this little eyelet that's here, but it works better if you do it this way, whereas where you just slit a little hole down the middle of the tail and you slide it over this like sort of like little hanger and you put a toothpick through it. It causes like the tail not to get snagged as easy on like the rear hook. Because honestly, see how it kind of did that when I moved it, but it tends to not really do it when you're fishing it. But like I said, this hanger probably should have been like right here. It probably would have prevented that. But it's a pretty nice bait, and like I said, it creates a huge wake. So, and there was only 5 out of 10 made. So, in this wood, and I'm pretty sure he really hasn't been making baits like that. Really, it's a guy from LA. So it's pretty nice bait. And this one is from 2021. It has the date on it. So, and then I'll throw in these extra tails with it, so you guys have whoever it is has extra 2 tails with it that are the perfect size. And I'm just gonna do a comment type of giveaway where after the video, or you can do it now, whatever, if you can, I'm not sure, but just comment on the video, and then on the next live I do next week, I'll pick out the winner from the comments. I'll do a comment selector. Nice. I bet those the storms helped a little bit with that drop in pressure, because that storm was pretty crazy earlier. Still drizzling a little bit. What up, Tom? Critical Gravy. Are you messing with the Jumbo, man? Nice. Uh, Jeremy, what up, man? So yeah, and then I'll give that away, and probably next week when I do a live, I'll just pick out the comments and then do it that way. And then, like I said, just comment on the video on like what bait you like the most out of the ones I'm going to be showing, and or which one piqued your interest the most. And that's all. Alright. Let me go. Actually, it's kind of funny. Remember, I always said I lost something about, it was like a month and a half ago. It had to do with that Grow Design bait. It was in the mail. Look what showed up today in the mail. It was actually crazy. It was from, like I said, Coyote Bait Tackle from California. Finally, it showed up. Freaking the Grow Design lips. Another package of it. It's crazy. I was like, holy hell. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't order nothing from there. And then I waited and I thought about it. I was like, holy shit. I was like, this thing's from a month ago, month and a half ago. Hey, at least they found it though. So that means if anything else that I have lost might come my way. Yeah, Brent, I had actually the lips here. I already had one, a pack. I got one. I had to go actually get a replacement because I lost that one. Got lost. So now I guess I got two. So if I get more flags or whatever, I have more lips. No problem, Frank. I'll be here. I'll probably, like I said, it'll probably be like an hour, hour and a half at most. That can't be too long. But yeah, I got a pretty big package. It also got some from Tackle Warehouse, but also Japan Import Tackle. Let me go and open YouTube real quick so I can get some of the videos that I needed to get to show some of the stuff for you guys. Bait making stuff. I had them saved. All right, here it is. Alrighty. Alright, so let me start off with, since I don't have really videos for the other stuff. I do have one for that though, so alright, cool. I'm in right by like West Defford area. Defford, around that area, Gloucester County. You're up a little bit way up, up there for me, but not too bad. But all right, so like the first bait, like I said, this is gonna be from Ron from Lure Slingers. He had a few new baits that he got in from Japan. He's got like a bunch of smaller baits, also some swim baits, and a few other stuff that I'll probably show you guys anyway that too. But this is the Daiwa. This is that Fuku line. This is one of their crankbaits. This one here I really liked because it goes down about 1 meter. 2 meters depending on line, but that lip reminded me like the old school Bagley's type lip, and this color is pretty cool. He's got the Wake, this one, and another one. And it's actually pretty heavy. It's got a unique it's crazy paint job. But eyes are cool. Like I said, very unique profile. And that lip reminds it like an old school like bagging lip. So, and it's supposed to be really good for cover. And like I said, this is that Fuku line, which is really meant for like a catfish type of species that's like in Thailand or Asia. But you know, this can cross over no problem to bass. I don't see why. Why not? So, like I said, that I like that little light greenish blue hue it has on that clear part on the head. That's pretty nice. And then it's got like this bone tail with the Daiwa logo. Yeah, it's written in Japanese. Can't read it. But it's a nice little crank. I wanted to try that out. I was looking to probably get more of these ones. That word gets me every time. Specifically, and so to get more colors of those, because he has other colors of the Wake one, which is like the I think it's called the Zero, the Fuku Zero. This is the one. Yeah, it also kind of reminds me of like the now you're saying the funky look to it. It kind of reminds me of the Bagley Fat Cats. So that's another reason why I was like, wait a minute, this looks kind of familiar, and I think they'll do pretty well. And like I said, that is meant for more like wood and stuff like that, so that should be good for me. And I think that'll grind on rocks really well with that lip, and it's perfect depth too. Yeah, Michael, they have the peanut. They still make the peanut. Actually, Ron himself has some. He got some of those. Yeah, Marty said that was actually it's a pretty hard uh, shape to do, and I can see that because it is kind of like compact, and then it just like goes from wide to like tiny. Oval, flat-sided. Yeah, like a teardrop type of shape. But yeah, they definitely still make the peanuts. Um, since this I had showed before, I actually got just another one of these, just a different color. There's the Fuku on the Uo. I got in the bass color. Pretty dope. I had the gold one. Wanted to get the bass one. He has a few other colors. He has a black one, this pink one. That's always forget the name, but a DRT has that color too. A lot of Japanese companies make that color. This bit here, this was the one I forgot to show you guys. Actually, a swim video on, a detailed one. Nice eyes, that circuit board lip, rotating hook hangers, and pretty small profile. Real nice, has that gold flash in it, but it's still like a white creamy body on it. Not really super thin, but it's got a nice thickness to it. And then that's like from the front. This bait, it's more like a shallow crank down. It really only goes about like 2 feet, 2.5, 3 feet at max, and that's why that has that giant circuit board. It's meant to just plow through like wood and also like floating debris and stuff like that. Comes with a little extra tail in there. Which one, Tom? The Fuku one is 16 or 16 or 17, one of those. And then the Fuku, these ones he had to raise the price up a little bit and put them at 40. But he had the other one that was at 30. But these colors, for some reason, he had to raise the price a little bit, which is still not bad, really. It's 1.4 ounces, 40 grams, Michael. Yeah, it's got like an old school like bass color to it. It's nothing like super detailed, but it's just, you know, resembles it enough. Yeah, that one's 40. The you'll probably maybe find $38 on other things, but it's the same thing really. You're gonna pay more for the shipping almost than the bait. So for $4 more, $3 more, it's not that bad. So, but like I said, it's a pretty cool bait, and like I said, I'll show you guys a video on that. Let's see. I think I forgot to show you guys like one of the videos that they have on it. I will. Right. Yeah, I had showed you just the lure Japan one, the Japan Lore Museum instead of from Daiwa. Messed that up. All right. Present. Share screen. It's kind of lagging a bit. All right. No. All right, 720. Wait a second. So you're gonna get, like I said, that dead wall. And like I said, it's really not gonna go super deep. It's not really meant for going deep. So that's why I kind of like it, because it's kind of perfect, like for like the shallow water I fish. That's the color Ron got recently. And see, this is what it's kind of showing. See how I just climbed right over that? I wonder if they're going to show it burning. Nah, they're not. Damn it. They also have a video of it, like them burning the bait really fast. And it just ends up getting like really tight, the movement. Let me see. They also had that, like I said, the Fuku Zero. Actually, they have that crank, so I'll show you guys that one. Let's see that. I wish there was like a. I'm gonna have to figure out the shortcut for the share screen. That shit's annoying. Alright, so this is that Fuku one I should just showed you guys. I think it's zoom. But there you go. See, it's like very similar to like a bag, to be honest. The music is weird. Very nice, tight action to it. Definitely seems like you'll do pretty well on like just running through stuff. So I'm excited to use that. What up, Little Rich? All right. So those were those two. The other one I got from Ron was the Flash Union Gill Swimmer. This is the 95 size. I got it because it kind of reminds of the Dark Sleeper size, but with this bait's a little bit different because it floats. It's a slow floating soft plastic, so it doesn't really sink to the bottom. And what I wanted to check was the weight because the same thing says 2 ounces somehow or 56 grams. There's no freaking way this thing weighs that much. Yeah, it says 95 millimeters and 55 grams, which is pretty damn heavy, and it just doesn't feel that. And there's another bait I'm going to be showing you guys that I swore they messed up. I think the weight on that too. I need pliers. What up, Kyle? Alright. Alright. It's a lot heavier than I was expecting, but it doesn't feel like 50-some grams. So yeah, it has a little air chamber in it. And like I said, it's not a big bait. They actually have a bigger size, which is pretty nice. I might try and get that one too. Has that same hook keeper design where no matter how much you rip it out the bait, it's gonna just come right out and not tear the plastic because it's like a casing in there, like a plastic piece in there. That it's not the plastic itself. It's like this hook keeper design. So kind of goes right in there. There's this little plastic piece in there. But it has that similar tail as the other Flash Union bait I have. Pretty stiff on that body. It's not really soft until it gets to that just segment right there. So the tail's gonna mainly be kicking, sort of just like the other one too that I have. It's more of the tail than anything that kicks on the bait. The bait overall stays pretty stiff, so that's what allows you to almost use this bait as like a popper, where it just kind of like you do like rips and then pause, kind of rip, pause, or twitch it, and it'll kind of dart, create that sort of like popping noise with that tail because the tail is pretty stiff, like I said. And that one that I had, that's the normal Flash Union, not the Gill one, has a really rigid tail and it pops pretty nice. But let me see how much scale I have. Let's see. Yeah, it's definitely not 50-something grams. It's almost 20. It's 20 grams. Yep, 20 grams. So, shy of 8 grams, shy of an ounce, which is still pretty heavy for this little size of a bait. But like I said, it's definitely not 56, 55 grams. So the packaging's a little long on the weight. Like I said, still a nice color though. Yeah, today, Michael, we got like probably the heaviest, or the other day too. It rained at nighttime pretty hard, but today it was pretty at like the most like crazy thunder. Yeah, 100%. It looks nice. You with these, you would have to use the little grenade. What's it called? And everything I have here, I'm showing. I have in a link in my description too, just in case. The hell I just saw? Oh, Tom. And that you'd have to put a little tiny grenade weight or a chin weight right there on that little hanger in the front hanger there. I have this bait here. I'll show you. There you go. This is the real. This is the normal Flash Union. See how I have that grenade weight there, and it will allow the bait to go down a little bit, but it'll still float. So yeah, you can adjust it, which is pretty cool, and a little bit different. But the those little ones, these here were 16 bucks, and then the other one is or 16 or 18 is one of those. I keep always getting that shit confused. It's 16 or 18, but that's the retail cost of it for here. So, and then like the larger size is like 30 bucks, $29 or something like that. That one there, the one I just showed you is 20 something dollars or 30, so they're not cheap. But they're made out of a tough plastic, so they're not like this as soft as that what's it called? Dark Sleeper. It's a way stiffer plastic. It almost feels like the musky plastic. So it'll definitely last a long time, a lot longer. And it uses the a swiveling hook hanger system versus actually using like a jig hook style and treble. So you have that, and then it comes out, and then you have that swiveling harness, sort of like a flag. So that should at least help a little bit. And like I said, it has a bunch of features that allow the bait not to get destroyed so quickly, like that hook holding system where it just has a plastic piece in there that is holding the hook so it never gets torn over time, and you can just keep using it. There does take some finesse that you gotta like pull it back a little bit and then see how it slips in, but you can always, it just comes right out, and I'm not ripping anything. Just keep putting it back. And it's like a little thing that holds it. So, and he has some nice colors too. Like I said, I have the link in there, and I have to all the Flash Union baits he has. He has the DRT one too, the collab they have, which is a big bait. It's like 10 inches. What up, Darius? Yeah, same. I got work in a little bit. I ended up scheduling work for a little bit later. So I might as well get this done with. That's why I kind of did that, since I didn't do it last night. And then this is the last bait I got from Ron. And this actually kind of gave me as a gift. And it's since he saw that I bought the other one. This is the Monster Jack Baby by Fish Arrow. And this is actually the smallest one they make in that Monster Jack bait, the wood one. And this one's more of like a weight versus the other one that kind of does crank down a bit. And this little guy. Come on. There we go. Got that nice little red eye. It's decent paint job, but like I said, it also still has that damage on the tail, like most of them have. If I turn it around, you'll see. Got that issue on the tail, see. So I'm gonna try and send this too as well to TK with the other one and get them painted. But let me show you guys the difference. I'll show you the size. It's a cute bait. It's Got a nice gold flash on the belly though, that I like. I didn't even notice that. It's got like this gold flash on the belly. But so yeah, here's the and you'll kind of see. So yeah, one's a little bit bigger, but they're both wood. And like I said, that the baby has a slightly more, 90-degree angle bill versus the. Oh well, it's not focusing because I probably have two of them. Yeah, it's not focusing, but you guys can see the bill at least. But like I said, the one is in an angle, and the other one's more like a straight up, like weight style bill. Yeah, you guys been having pretty hot weather out there this year, but supposedly you guys are gonna also have the worst winter coming. And we're not gonna have that bad of a winter here. It's weird, but where like hell is and all that, and Debo and all that stuff's supposed to have like really bad winter this year. So now the next one is, you know what? Let me get the tackle warehouse one out the way since it's only one bait. So this bait here, actually I've been kind of waiting for it to get for a long time, and I just been seeing, the person who designed it, whatever, kind of messing with it over for like a long time, probably like 3 or 4 years. And what's it called? This is the Defiant crawler that Oliver Nye pretty much designed and made with Defiant, which is his brand. And honestly, I'm surprised they don't have a freaking YouTube channel like that. I'm very surprised by. You should have at least one channel for this brand, for the brand, and helps for promotion. But I've seen that he just promotes on his channel. The packaging is sick. It's like a damn apple. I'll show you the packaging. And this is the goose one I got, the baby goose. That's sick. And it's a pretty big crawler. Like I said, in that baby goose color. And it almost feels like a resin bait, but it's not. It's a high high resin ABS plastic. And the wings, he also comes with a spare wings, which is pretty cool. The hangers are rotating hangers, so that's another benefit. Really nice bait. But then it says that it's like on the box has 6 ounces on there, see? But I don't think it's 6 ounces. I think it's 4 ounces. There was a mistake on the packaging. And let me see. I might not even be able to weigh that. It's too much, I think, for this scale. $105. So yeah, it's not 6 ounces. It's about 4 point something. So it's not 6. It's 4. And these wings, you can definitely tell they need to be like broken in a bit, loosened up. And it's crazy how it's just held by like a cotter pin. They're like what Marty uses for his baits and stuff. You're doing good. Come on. There you go. So yeah, it's just some cotter pin bent. Keep those wings in. Simple, but definitely work. And like I said, it comes with a replacement wings, and then the hooks come separately so it doesn't scratch the bait all up. But it's a really nice bait, man. Definitely chunky. And this is my biggest crawler to date right now. I mainly had like 1 to 2 ounce max crawlers, and this guy is definitely way bigger. So should be interesting to see how like the production difference is, like if it produces a lot larger fish or just overall more bites, because I'm sure they haven't seen some that big crawler wise. So let's put it right here. No. God, be right in that throat. Yeah, people be laughing though. But I bet, like I said, I've been seeing a lot of people catching fish on that duck, baby goose color. So I was like, and it looked like the best one. I don't know why they painted the blackbird like purple. Like I understand that when a certain like color or like sun hits them, they kind of get that radiant purple look to them. But you know, freaking, it's always backwards, the damn camera. And so the always like kind of gives that like violet type look to them, but they don't look actually like fully purple. So I think they should have just did like a kind of like a color shift, black with purple in it, or something similar to that. Not actually make it black and purple, because I was really actually looking to get a blackbird color, but it just didn't match them. And the blackbirds I see mainly here are the ones with the red in the wings, not the all black ones. Well, the hooks that come with it, I think, are 1-up. I'm 100% sure of it. I can show you the size of the hooks. So yeah, these are 1-up. So, and these are the BKK hooks. Comes with a big split ring too, like a 70 or 80 pound split ring. So, and there's plenty of space on that bait for that. No problem, Tom. Take it easy, man. Yeah, I've noticed that too. Turkeys have been making a lot of racket in the morning. I actually had a couple already turkey feathers, fall by my like mailbox. It's kind of cool. Damn, I haven't even really paid attention to that really. Ours is still pretty green. Yeah, man, I couldn't pass up when I saw that they were coming to tackle. When I saw Tackle Warehouse stock them, I was like, oh, I gotta buy that. Because I was gonna buy it when I saw it on the Fine website, but I saw they didn't have, like I said, Afterpay, which is my favorite damn thing to use. I was like, oh, damn it. So then once I saw it was on Tackle Warehouse, I definitely pulled the trigger on it. Damn, that's crazy, Scott. Albatrosses are huge. Those suckers ain't getting eaten by no damn bass. The tuna is gonna have to eat that sucker, because those are like one of the biggest like seabirds. Besides, I think from like that eagle they have. All right, so this is the Japan import tackle stuff. Not too much stuff really, actually. So I'll go over the stuff I kind of showed before that I kind of said I was going to get. This is one of the Al-Genie lures. Is the I don't even know how to say that. Maruya? Nah, I'm not saying it right. Maruyama Minnow. Maruyama Minnow. It's kind of hard to say. And he has very simplistic like type packaging. Really nothing fancy. But this is the jerk bait that he makes, and it's pretty sweet. Very simple, like I said, simplistic designs, but more or less the action is where you're really getting. That's where he kind of excels at. And so, like as you can see, that lip angle is very, very exaggerated. It's very forward compared to like other jerk baits, really kind of down more. And so it's gonna give it a lot less kind of like deeper. It's not going to go too deep, but it goes enough to where it's like 2 feet on long cast. But it has this hunting action when you go a little bit faster or faster retrieve, and then on a slower kind of retrieve, it has like this aggressive kind of wobble to it, and it's really nice. It has old school hangers, but it uses split rings in them. Come on. So you can see old school type hangers, has split rings though, and then the hooks he uses are barbless trebles, so it's pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure these are the barbless ones. Let me see. No, these aren't the barbless ones because I can tell from the they're out barbs. That's an out barb hook. And then it has his signature right there on the back. It's got like that little dot on it on the chin. The bill is also removable. If it ever gets damaged, you can get more replacements, which I think is pretty cool. So yeah, and like I said, it's pretty heavy. It's not a small jerk bait. It's like the size of like a those what's it called? Depths jerk baits I got. The Valley Songs. It's like a 135. Nah, Brennan, I like that simple paint. I don't really care about paint like that. I'm not big into that. Like, yeah, if it looks cool, it looks cool, but I like the simple stuff when it comes to that. It's like kind of like when you have like the 3D printed type, or not 3D printed, the printed paint jobs. I just don't like that too much. I don't even get bit on them too well. So when it comes to like stuff like that, I like to keep it simple. The next bit I have is the I just realized upside down. It's the Al-Genie. This is the King Cherry. This one is like little wake baits. It's the smaller version of the one that caught like the biggest bass for the Al-Genie Wars. And comes with like a little postcard. It's kind of funny. It smells like paint. That little thing, but like I said, this here, I'm pretty sure it's made out of cherry wood. But that tail is a little circuit board tail. You can take and remove the tail as well, and you'll get a little bit of a different action. And then it also has all like old school hardware. It has those old school type hardware. And then you can even see like that hardware that holds the middle piece, that joint. It's even like an old school. And then he has that metal lip polished very nicely. It has a little clip here though. You can put a little weight on there to make it go deeper, but and then like I said, it has a little solder ring in the front. And then these hook here, this treble, this one here is the barbless one, and then this has a barb. So it's really interesting to see like how they do that, or how they have have it rigged. But it has a really nice sound to it. Pretty loud for a little tiny bait. And I think the whole concept behind the way he did that joint is because with most problems with wood baits, they kind of start to like crack or kind of have issues on that joint. So by only having that like minimal amount of joint area hitting that actual bait, has less chance of doing that, and over time will just like last longer. So it's pretty nice. And like I said, I showed the swim on it, and it's really nice swim to it, really natural swim. And I can show a little the swim video for that route. I kind of showed it before, but just to refresh. Right. Here we go. All right. Let's show the video real quick. All right. So, and he has some really nice colors. Like I said, they're very simple colors, but it's very high quality, like paint. And the clear coat is like very nice. See that? Let me get back to there. So it's a really nice little wake. It has very natural action to it that I like about it. It's kind of like a little creek chub type bait. So that's going a little faster. It still maintains pretty good stableness. And that's with the tail on. It does show like a difference in the 9-volt fiber like that. I think this is where he takes the tail off, or not right here. So this is where he takes the tail out. And it kind of gives like that tail a more like harder sway to it. It's less resistance. It's kind of like when you take the tail off a rat, kind of gives like the rat back end kind of more like a harder this way. It's kind of the same thing here. And then he has a special edition or limited edition model that has a metal tail, and it makes like a clanking noise. And it's actually, the lure itself weighs around like 35 grams. And like I said, it's also just a smaller version of one of the baits that he makes that's it's the same thing, just larger. And it's caught the largest fish out of yeah, it is like that old school music. Or like as a bass show is about to start. Starring Bill Gates. Bill Dance. I've said Bill Gates. We're gonna use some water. Yeah, there's actually, he has multiple videos on his channel where he does show like him fishing them. These are kind of like the swim test, I guess, videos. But he does have a few other ones where he does like actual, kind of has like a whole video towards like cast and catch. That's just one of them. He has like multiple videos of that bait, and then he has the larger version too. He shows. His channel is actually pretty cool. There's a bait I wanted to show you guys that he makes. That honestly, I wish he'll. I'm gonna see him and ask Japan Import Tackle and see if they can get him to make some. But it's his frog. It's kind of sort of like that attic bait here. This one. It's kind of similar to this bait here, but a little bit, honestly, I think better designed. This one here is more of like a walking bait. The one he has, you can walk, crank, wake. It's really kind of cool. It almost reminds me of like the KGB frog, but it was a little bit more maybe like refined wise, where action wise the KGB kind of frog doesn't do much. It's more or less just like you twitch and it kind of just moves, but it's not really a lot of action. And also the way he had the bait rigged up with like hooks, the way it was pretty smart. Frank could catch up. And so yeah, and I'll show you guys the frog bait, and then I'll go into the last bait that I have from Japan Import Tackle. So this is his frog bait. It's like a frog wake, really. It's really nice. Yeah, like walks. Very nice. Kind of has like that bob, and then that's when him just waking it. Oh man, that thing looks so good. And he's got the little legs in the back, like I said, sort of similar to like the attic bait. And that's the bait there. It's kind of showing how it corrects itself. But you see how it has the hooks on all the both legs and then underneath on the belly. So it'd be really cool to get one of those. He has another one too. Video. I think that shows it. This is the catch one. Kind of shows the catch, I think. Yeah. just a catch the catch video. All right, so yeah, so that was the frog. Yeah, I think it is, honestly, for what, the price and all that. Those damn things go for $1,000. I ain't paying that. And so this is the bait I got from Japan. The last one is the Grand Edge from Grassroots. It's a glide bait that I've been following for a little while. I have their YouTube channel I've been following, and it's a bait that they kind of were designed to have like multiple purposes within one bait, and also make like a very stable bait for the price. It has also comes with like a little extra silicone tail, and the tail is extremely like stiff silicone. And you can tell it will last a long ass time. Like very very stiff, and so it's gonna have a very rigid act to it. It's not gonna kind of like move with the bait. And so, like I said, what makes this bait, if you look at it, it looks like normal style glide. Kind of has that what's it called? There's a bait from Sly Guy. He makes like a shiner. It kind of has like this look to it, similar look. Trying to get it to where it focuses better. And then it has the Grand Edge right there, 190. It's a 190 size bait, and it's actually a pretty good size bait, but it's not heavy at all. Like I said, it looks like a normal glide bait, but the actual top of the bait has a little channel in it. See that? And so does the bottom. And it has a channel on the bottom as well. And that's supposed to keep the bait more keeled, allow the bait to kind of like cut through the water easier. It also has, like I said, this back hanger doesn't rotate, the front one does. So you have one swiveling at least hanger. And then the joint in the middle, if you look at it, has a screw. But there's another hole there that is in front of the one that it's already in, this pin. And you take out that pin and then put it in the front, and then you can close the bait tighter. And then you'll have a more tighter action to it, more of like a chop style bait. And then instead of having that wide, nice glide to it that it'll have. And like I said, it's very stable. And excuse me, Japan Import Tackle is getting more colors that are very nice. This color here actually didn't look as nice online than it does like in person and when I'm showing it here, but it's a beautiful color. Actually kind of reminds me of something like TK would kind of paint. It's very like muted colors. It's real nice. So and like I said, it's a pretty cool bait, and they took a long time to design this bait. So I'll show you guys a video on it. They have so many damn videos, but the one I'll show you kind of gives the swim test on it. And like I said, for the price, it's almost could compete with like $200 to like whatever $300 glides that I've seen. It's pretty impressive. All right, so this is their channel. So you can, and also it's a slow floating bait, so it also can be tuned with different weights as well. So you can use it as a top water, a subsurface bait, a little bit deeper, and this is what he's going to show. So you guys using like a walking bait, working it quick, kind of getting that like dead walk sort of action, but it's like a walk dog. Alright. So that's going a little faster, and then see how it's going a little slower. Now getting those good chops. See how stable that bait is? Look at that. Thing's not rolling for nothing. And I like that they have captions. So rod tip down and it'll just go under. You keep the rod tip up and it'll kind of keep it up in the surface where it walks. And I think this is with the tight action joint. I'll show you on the packaging. The back of it will show the differences. Yeah, this there is going to adjust it now. Now it's going to have a little bit different action. And they call skating the surface kind of like what that depths skater type walking bait was made for. Kind of like a walk dog, but it has like this kind of like the head will kind of rise up, skim across the surface. Good for striper fishing like sea bass, but I'm sure it worked for bass no problem. But that's what a lot of guys use it for. So now he's going to do more of like an underwater, like, further deeper down. He's going to put a grenade weight, 2.5 grams, gets it down. Look at that. Again, like I said, very stable. Very little roll. It's like very fluid, which is, like I said, is very nice. And he's going back to the flexible mode, which is allows for more freedom in the joint. He's doing the Yoko Yoko. Get it to glide on one side. More, so it kind of goes one way. You can kind of do that with like a lot of glide baits, as long as you know how to do it. But it's definitely pretty interesting. Like I said, you can do a lot of stuff with this bait. It really even hasn't even shown underneath like all the stuff it does. He's doing more like the top quarter stuff. Yeah, it kind of does like an S motion. He does it, pop. Now he's gonna get it to walk one way. And go back then the other way. See? It's to go around covered, but like I said, you can do it with like a couple different baits if you know how to do it. It's just more or less you're kind of like putting the rod to one side or the other, and then you kind of like twitch at the same time, and it kind of makes the bait move to the right or left. But you kind of got to know when to do the twitch so that it goes that one way versus, just gliding back and forth. It's tricky. So yeah, like I said, it's a very versatile bait for just as, plain or whatever. There's the $79.99. Like I said, I also have the link in my description in that. So I wish if I had an extra one or had the ability to do that, trust me, I would. Because like I said, I think it's a pretty cool bait, and for the price you're paying, it's pretty good. A lot better than paying for $180, $200 for a bait, and then it doesn't even do half of the stuff this thing can do. And it's an ABS bait. So, and that swim bait, like Republic bait, I was kind of looking at the colors are, they're all right. Even though, like I said, colors really, I don't think it's that big of a deal as long as you have kind of like a silhouette of whatever you want. Maybe it be bone, black, red, gold, white, whatever. You're good because you have guys using bone, KGB blanks or whatever, resin blanks and all that stuff, and they catch fish like crazy. So that's kind of like how I feel about that. But the overall concept though is not that new because the Abu bait has like that same sort of like features that it has where it has the chamber on the belly where you fill one bait up and it does one thing, it'll become like a slow float, and then you fill two up and it becomes like a suspend. Same thing with this bait does. So that feature he has is kind of something that the JDM guys have been done already. Yeah, I'm looking for one right now. I'm gonna thinking about putting it right here and have some right there because I think that'll look good. Kind of allow me to get rid of this, tool chest that I have here from my RC stuff. It's just I don't really need it here anymore. I don't do RC stuff as much, even though like half of this damn thing right here is filled with like RC car stuff. So yeah, and let me I can actually go in Japan import tackle real quick for you guys. Show you, because I did forget to show you guys what Ron and Japan had got. Japan import tackle. And then they're supposed to be getting more Amakatsu new stuff coming in. It was kind of funny when I mentioned that Deep Tracer, they posted a thing about that day. It was kind of cool. But like I said, they have some new paint jobs in that Grand Edge. So that's like the baby bass color you got, or just bass color. Kind of reminds me of like an old school lipless paint job. So let me see, Grassroots. Yeah, $80. I thought it was $79.99, but it's 80 solid. And like I said, they have some all right colors for right now. But like I said, in September 20th, they're getting a bunch more that are real nice. See how the French perch looks totally different than what I showed you? It has like more yellow in here, but it doesn't look like that. It's a lot more muted. And that one's a nice color. I have like a DRT in that K9, like in that sort of color, but that has a plate inside instead of the hologram on the body. So yeah, like I said, it's got like a lot. They have like this whole detailed thing on it, and like I said, their channel is pretty pretty good. It has a lot of stuff. It has a translation in it too. A lot of their videos translate to English, and It's a well-made bait, and it has hooks, decoy, YF33F hooks, front and rear, 1 and 2. Front is number 1, rear is number 2. It's a slow float, 2 ounces, 190 millimeters, which is pretty light for that size of a bait, and it's almost like 8-9 inches, and so that's pretty light. And then Al Genie, and this was that one I got, the Al Genie one. The weight here is off. It's not 40 grams, it's 35 grams. I think they might have had the weights mixed with the limited edition one, because this one's 30 grams. So I think the limited edition is supposed to be heavier because it has a metal tail. That color is badass. And so, yeah. But I'm going to try and get one of these, the Big Bud type of baits, soon. So you'll be seeing that soon. And then this is that jerk bait that he makes. It's almost an ounce. It's 25 grams, 135 millimeters. And then this guy here, I've definitely been thinking about getting it because it's made out of a tongue wood, which is actually, I had the name on it. Name of it. It's called Palawina wood, or yeah, I'm not sure it's called Palawina wood, and it's a specific type of wood that's really popular, like in China, Japan, and overseas. They use it for like kind of like carpentry stuff and things like that. It's because it's kind of like has a lot of benefits to it. It's like resistant to like decaying, also bugs. It's very strong, but at the same time not very like heavy or dense. It's kind of crazy. See, like the Thomas Light Strong has a unique sound, but the Palawina wood density is like 260. I kind of like did some searching on it. It's 260 kilograms, I think, per meter. It's softer than red cedar and pine and teak, which is pretty popular. Like teak is popular for like boat decks, and so and it's very easy to carve too. It says very easy to work with, doesn't tend to splinter or crack, takes up glue and finish very well. So it's pretty interesting wood. I've never really heard people using it though. So, but it's a crawler that's meant for like going a little faster. It's a pretty big crawler though, 60 grams, 2 ounces. And let me go to, let's see. Go to eBay. Trying to get on Lure Slingers. And then I'll get up out of here. Alright. Entire screen, allow. Okay, here we go. Fuku. So yeah, 42 for that. The Mazda Jitterbug was, so yeah, someone got one of the other one, that last one that was left, the Fuku 1, because I think he had 2 of them. But he does have the Peanuts. Some are 16, the special edition one is 18, but the regulars are 16, which is retail. The Fuku Zeros he had, which is like a wake bait. Those are 18. The Deca Peanut, which is the top water one, comes with the bladed. It's also blade tune. It has the blade on the bottom with the frog style hook, but it has the big blade on it. 15 grams. Then he has, like I said, the Fukus in that Hasiwaga pink, the shad one, the gill, think somebody bought the black one he had. Yep, someone bought the other ones he had. So he had a couple other ones though. They sold. And then he also got one of the Balsa Maxes. Probably be buying that. So I actually was the one who told him to bring that over. But here's the Gill Union. These are 18 bucks as well. The Cool Ziller, which is by Ima. This is a really cool bait too. 19 bucks. That's retail. He also got some Z cranks in. He got a bunch of the bull shooters in too, which seem to still be pretty popular, like in California and stuff. He still has the Abu Beast, the one I have, in the bass pattern. 48 bucks. Like I said, for all the stuff you get on that bait, it's not bad. And actually, if you want to, technically, if you want to get it from Japan, they're like $20, but or 20 something, and then and then some places have 18 bills, so like wholesale places. But like I said, the shipping is going to be like $20, so it ends up being the same thing. So and then he also has one of those rats again, the Viva Toro ones. Let me see. Go into the swim bait. Oh wait, I should have went on depths. Here we go. So he's got the depths stuff here. This is actually a rare color here. This is the depths members Reddier color. It's a nasty color. That's the Reddier. That's the depths member one though. They don't have that in the normal catalog, so you can't find that one. And then this is the 160 too as well, but that's that Snakehead. That's the Lure Magazine edition. Those are very hard to find. I'm not sure if anybody knows about those. The Lure Magazine is like this magazine that's very popular in Japan. It kind of shows. This is also another one too, the Lure Magazine, but this is the smallmouth pattern. The 160 size. I'm not sure if he has any of the 180s, 190s, the giant one. Those ones are actually like the hard one to find. The size, well, yeah, he does. 190 in the Bulldoze, the 190 in the Bull Shooter. And those are the 190s actually the depths members size, so they don't sell that one to the regular public. It's just for members only. It's a big bait. So yeah. So that's pretty much what he got. It's called Grassroots. Tom, I had the link in my description if you want to go look where they have them. It's from Japan Import Tackle. Free shipping over $100 is what they do. They'll refund you after you pay for it. That's what they did for me, and they kind of wrote like a little note on it. But like I said, 80 bucks. And like I said, they also have Afterpay now on their website. They have Afterpay, ShopPay, some other one, Venmo, PayPal. And but like I said, if you really want to get something that is a little bit more pricey, but you can't afford paying $89 all at once, Afterpay or ShopPay is the way to go, man. You break it down into 4 payments, 20 bucks a piece. That's like a little crankbait, one JDM crankbait. It's not bad. So Just don't get carried away with it, that's all. Everything good, moderation. Ah, sick, he bought the Timber Flash. Nice. I'm glad to hear that. That was the one that made him kind of bring them over, and kind of what I was expecting more people that would buy them because I haven't seen them in a long time. So I'm kind of happy you got one, man. Yeah, that's it. The Edge Grassroots. Brown robe. Yeah, I gotta get a fucking haircut, man. I haven't got a haircut in like 2 years. Freaking, I pretty much just cut my own shit. I got a freaking, my hair has gotten messed up, so thinned out. And I just think if I do end up clipping it, it's gonna look horrible. So, but, oh well. Gotta clip it sooner or later. I just think I just gotta do more of like a scissor cut versus what I used to do back in the day. I kind of used to get shape ups. And I can't do a shape up no more. It sucks. But yeah, so that was pretty much it for the day. That was all I had. Like I said, if you want to enter into the giveaway, just comment on one of those baits, which one you thought was the nicest one, or which one you liked the most. And like I said, it will be entered into the giveaway. And the next week, I'll just use the comment generator to select the winner for that, and I'll do it all live so everybody will see it. And so, yeah, that's pretty much it for today. And I'll definitely see you guys on probably Debo or another live tonight. So take it easy, guys, and I'll see you next time or next week, really. Take it easy, guys.